Hi guys, so I decided to do a bonus video for you guys because a lot has been going on in the world lately, and honestly it makes me sad as a human being and also as somebody who is a strategy enthusiast. And that's because I mean for someone who is so big on, okay, what are the next big things, how can I get myself being ready for, you know, the next idea, or how do I make whatever company I'm in more competitive, I'm really at a loss of words. Because basically at the beginning of the year, Nigeria was very, enthusiastic. We had a lot of hopes for the stock markets because we saw that last year a lot of things happened with CBN policies, and that basically just, turned around the fixed income markets. But we're thinking, okay, maybe more foreign direct investments are going to come in and all of that. But all of a sudden, the whole world was put to a standstill when this thing called coronavirus or COVID-19 came about. Now, coronavirus, I know all of you might hear about it. Have heard about it. It's a pandemic, as in there's nobody in this world that doesn't know about it. It has affected, countries globally and in ways that we could never imagine. It's basically just reversed what we know as the world order. Capitalism in itself has sort of been killed because you're in a position where you can't even do anything, because if you interact with people, which is the whole point of our existence, you are going to be affected. So in my own mind, I'm just thinking to myself, all these strategy books that I like to read, or strategy books that I hope to read, it doesn't give me the confidence to read those books because it just tells me that basically your strategy can just be destroyed. And as human beings, do we even have the capacities to even have strategies that ensure sustainability, or should we just live in the moment? It's a lot of all these things that I started thinking about. And honestly, I'm sure a lot of business people, a lot of leaders are constantly right now just thinking about it, like, okay, what do I do with my company? I thought my competition was going to be the end of me, or I thought that maybe a new innovative product would be the end of me, but I didn't even know that basically a virus can be the end of me, and that is, I'm going to be heavily reliant on other human beings to solve my problem. And if they don't solve that problem, then what happens to us? God willing, I think there are tracks being made to solve that problem, and we thank God for how collaborative the world has been in this period. But I think it's really important that as people, we actually sometimes just step back and realize that we don't have all the solutions, we don't have all the answers, and a lot of things were so fast-paced, before. We're also focused on the external, on the capitalism of the world and all of that, but now it's made you just realize that you're just a human being, and there's only so much you can do. It's kind of scary, but it's also making us think to ourselves that, once we come out of this, God willingly, how are we going to attack, or how are we going to ensure that, our next steps in life are things that actually count, make sense, are meaningful, and lead us to, our full-time purpose. So for people of, investors in the world, thinking to yourself, okay, what do you do next? Where do you go next? This is the time to just think of something brand new, to go to the drawing board and start again, because this is what the coronavirus has taught me. I'd love to hear from you guys. What are your experiences? How are you feeling? How do you feel about your investments, the equity markets, the fixed income markets, agriculture, real estate, all of those things. And let's just see how we can all help each other. So guys, in this period, do not forget to wash your hands. Do not forget to maintain the highest level of hygiene in this period. Most importantly, educate. Each person that you educate is leading to a life being saved, which leads to another life being saved. This is the time to show the most humanity that we can and continue to maintain this humanity after. So thank you so much for listening. Please be safe, and don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, put on your notification buttons, and follow me at Corporate Giddy Chick on Instagram to continue the conversation. Bye guys. Thank you guys for listening.